There is a pan sitting in your kitchen right now that you have not touched in months. Maybe it is pushed to the very back of the cabinet. Maybe it has a dark, crusted bottom that seemed to appear overnight after one moment of distraction. A phone call, a visitor at the door, a kettle that needed attention. And when you came back to the stove, the damage was done. You looked at that pan. You thought, this one is finished. And perhaps, quietly, you felt something that goes beyond the pan itself. A small frustration. Segment 1. What is actually on that pan? Before we talk about solutions, let us take a moment to understand the problem. Because once you understand it, everything else becomes remarkably simple. When food burns onto a metal surface, it does not just dry out, it undergoes a chemical change. The sugars and proteins in the food bond with the microscopic texture of the pan, fusing into a hard, dark layer called carbon. Now here is what trips most people up. They reach for the steel wool. They scrub with everything they have. And one of two things happens. Either the carbon stays right where it is, or the surface of the pan gets scratched and damaged while the burn stays put. Either way, the pan comes out worse than it went in. This is not a failure of effort. This is a failure of method. Carbon does not respond to force. It responds to chemistry. And chemistry? Even at our age, perhaps especially at our age, when we have learned that patience works better than force, chemistry is something we can work with beautifully. Every method in this video works on the same quiet principle. Instead of fighting the burned layer, we loosen the bond it has made with the metal and let it release on its own. No strength required, no kneeling on the kitchen floor, no arms aching at the sink. Just a few common ingredients, a bit of heat, and a little patience. Segment 2. The $2 solution that changes everything. The first method takes exactly 7 minutes and costs about $2 at any grocery store. You almost certainly have both ingredients in your kitchen already: baking soda and dish soap. That is the entire list. Here is exactly what to do. Fill your burned pan with enough warm water to cover the scorched area by about 1 inch. Add 2 heaping tablespoons of baking soda and just a small squeeze of dish soap, no more than a teaspoon. Place the pan on your stove over medium heat and let it come to a gentle simmer. Now, while it simmers, here is what is happening underneath the surface. Baking soda is what scientists call mildly alkaline. When it heats up in water, it begins to break down the carbonized layer from the inside, attacking the very bonds that hold the burned residue to your pan. At the same time, the dish soap contains what are called surfactants. These are tiny molecules whose entire purpose is to slip into spaces that plain water cannot reach. They find the microscopic gap between the burned layer and the metal, and they begin loosening things from below. After 7 minutes, not 7 hours, not overnight, turn off the heat. Let the pan cool just enough to handle safely. Then pour out the water. Take a wooden spoon or a silicone spatula and run it gently along the bottom of the pan. The burned layer will lift, sometimes in sheets, sometimes in one large piece. Rinse with warm water and look at what you have. A pan that just 7 minutes ago looked like it was destined for the rubbish bin. Now looks very close to new. This method is safe for stainless steel, enameled cast iron, anodized aluminum, and most coated cookware. It requires no bending, no gripping tools tightly, no physical effort beyond setting a pot on the stove. And it costs $2. Segment 3. The overnight method for tired hands. Now, for those of us whose hands are not quite what they used to be, and there is no shame in that, there is a second method that requires essentially no effort at all. You will need a dryer sheet, the kind used in the clothes dryer. New or used, it does not matter. Fill the burned pan with warm water. Drop in 1 or 2 dryer sheets and simply walk away. 6 to 8 hours is enough. Overnight is even better. While you sleep, those dryer sheets are working patiently on your behalf. They are coated with special compounds that are extraordinarily effective at penetrating old, layered grease and loosening baked-on residue from metal surfaces. In the morning, take a soft cloth and wipe the pan. The residue will come away with almost no pressure at all. Rinse thoroughly with warm, soapy water to remove any softener residue from the cooking surface, and you are done. For anyone managing arthritis, limited hand strength, or joint pain, this method is genuinely life-changing. It asks nothing more of you than patience. And patience, as we well know, is something that comes more naturally with every passing year. Segment 4. Restoring the good stainless steel. Perhaps the pan you are trying to restore is one of your good ones, the stainless steel pieces, the ones with some weight to them. The ones that were a gift or an investment, or that have been in the kitchen for 20 years. For those pans, especially when they have developed discoloration, those blue or yellow or rainbow-colored patches that appear after high heat, there is one ingredient that works better than anything else: cream of tartar. It may be sitting forgotten in your spice cabinet right now. Fill the discolored pan with enough water to cover the affected area. Add 2 to 3 tablespoons of cream of tartar and stir gently until it dissolves. Bring it to a gentle simmer over medium heat for 10 to 12 minutes. Turn off the heat, let it cool, and pour it out. What you find underneath is often astonishing. The discoloration lifts, the burned residue releases, the original shine of the stainless steel returns. Not approximately, genuinely. Any remaining spots respond to the lightest touch with a soft sponge. Segment 5. A word about cast iron. If you have a cast iron pan, and many people do, some of them passed down from parents or grandparents, it needs a completely different approach. Cast iron is seasoned. That means it is coated in layers of polymerized oil built up over years of use. Soap and soaking are the enemies of seasoning. They strip away what took years to build. Instead, pour a generous amount of coarse salt, sea salt or kosher salt, into a warm, dry pan. Add a small splash of cooking oil, just enough to dampen the salt. Take a folded paper towel and work the salt across the surface in gentle circular motions. The salt lifts the burned residue without scratching anything. The oil binds with the loosened particles and carries them onto the cloth. After a few minutes, discard the dirty salt and wipe clean. Put the pan on low heat for 2 minutes to drive off any remaining moisture. Finish with a very thin coat of oil rubbed across the warm surface. Your cast iron is restored, re-seasoned, and ready to cook again. This method is several centuries old and remains the standard because it works beautifully every single time. Here is what all of these methods share. None of them require strength. None of them require expensive products. None of them require an hour at the sink with sore hands and an aching back. They require knowing what to do, having a small handful of inexpensive ingredients nearby, and trusting that chemistry, quiet, patient, reliable chemistry, will do most of the work for you. The pan that has been sitting in the back of your cabinet is not a loss. It is simply waiting. And now you know exactly what to do. If this video helped you today, please take a moment right now and subscribe to Silver Life Hacks 65+. It is free, it takes just one click, and every week we bring you practical, easy-to-follow tips made specifically for people like you. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss a single video. Leave a comment below telling us which method you plan to try first. We read every single one. And if you have a pan rescue story of your own, we would genuinely love to hear it. The kitchen has always been the heart of the home, and with a little knowledge, it can stay that way for many more wonderful years to come. Take good care of yourselves. We will see you in the next one.